Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how to manifest your desires fast, collapsing time. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studios of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are in the Dutch Caribbean on the beautiful island of Bonaire with another powerful video. In this conversation that I had with one of you, said, Tom, I really understand now the idea of letting go of the concept of time. That my I am awareness collapses time. In his situation, he had a total life change, right? Moving across the country to a new home, had to make new friends, and get a new job. Right? It was a total life change, and he had some doubts and some fears around it. But he said, Tom, my process was to collapse time, was just to be in the awareness that everything is unfolding perfectly because I say so, because I imagine, I assume it will. And so now they're moving into this new house. Their neighbors, they have all this tremendous chemistry with their neighbors. So these are their new friends. And he already has 2 job prospects, really high on the list, and he's looking at a 3rd and 4th opportunity in this new life that he has. He said, Tom, it's interesting because I watched that video on that person that manifested their dream house. He goes, I didn't have any specifics, I just wanted a house that would be like a dream house. Right? That we could move into and have new friends, a new job. And he said it had all unfolded like that. So, which was different than this other person that we're talking about that actually wrote himself a letter. But do you see, whether you write a letter or script it or whatever process that you use, you're the process. It's your awareness that collapses time. So I want to talk about this whole idea about time again, because there's been questions on it. Yeah, but why then are all things not instant then? If time, quote, is an illusion, or time is not what it seems. We're going to cover all of these ideas today and more. Remember, time is an idea. It's an illusion, meaning it's not what it seems to be. It's not the truth of reality. That's what an illusion means. It doesn't mean that it's not an experience. You have an experience of time. But it's not reality. It's not the truth. That's what we mean. It's not what it seems. It's a thought or an assumption that creates the experience of putting space between events that are otherwise taking place simultaneously. Hear it again. This is what time is. It's a thought or an assumption that creates the experience of putting space between events that are otherwise taking place simultaneously. It's the experience of change in that one changeless reality. How do you know yourself as that simultaneous all that isness unless you experience it as change in an otherwise changeless now moment, changeless reality? That's what that is. So time is just a thought. It's just an idea, an assumption. But that creates the experience of putting space between these simultaneous events or lives or experiences or images that are otherwise taking place all at once. Remember, you are everything, everywhere, all at once. So how do you know it? You create that experience of time and space. It's an experience of change in that one changeless reality. Time and space is how you know yourself, I am, experientially, as all that is. Look at, guys, the thunder. We got thunder. We might have a storm here. The heavens are going to open for us, right? This is powerful. Now, remember, is another name for awareness or knowing. Remember what now is, the now moment. The now that there only is that eternal now. It's another name. Now is just another name for your awareness or knowing or your I amness. Do you see? So, and change doesn't take time. Remember, it takes awareness. Nothing takes time, it takes awareness. So that new reality, that new desired life, takes awareness. You create an experience of time, right? That idea of putting space between events, so you can experience the simultaneity of who you are in that new life. So the experience of change in that one changeless reality, and change doesn't take time, it takes awareness. Nothing takes time, it takes awareness. It takes that knowing of who you really are. Very powerful. There was even one of you that I think commented on that video of the dream house that was asking them, well, what did you write in your letter, and what did you script, and how long did you read it, and how many times did you read it? What was your process? Remember, all of that's irrelevant. None of that will help you. Your I am awareness. And another person's process doesn't help you because you're the process. So they might give you some ideas, but it's absolutely irrelevant how long he read the letter or how many times he read the letter or what's even in the letter. It's all irrelevant because it was within him, right? The letter was a synchronicity, a coincidence of that already being in that reality. So I just want to make sure you get that, right? Manifesting, creating, or healing anything doesn't take time. It takes the consciousness and awareness of already being whole, healed, complete, and fulfilled. It's that Christ consciousness, your I am awareness, right? Healing doesn't come with time. I meant to write here, nothing comes with time. It comes with the awareness and consciousness of already being that which you desire to be. Nothing comes with time. Nothing comes in time. It comes with awareness and consciousness of already being it. That's why Jesus, I talk about that scene from the show The Chosen on Netflix, the healing at the pool of Bethesda. And when Jesus is talking to the paralyzed man at the pool of Bethesda, and the paralyzed man was going into all these tangents about why he hasn't experienced this healing yet, what he's waiting for, waiting in time for the pool just to be right, for the waters to stir so he can get into it. And Jesus goes, I'm not asking you, your I am awareness of being, that Christ consciousness that you are, I'm not asking about all that. I'm not talking about what did you script? How long did you script it for? How long did you read the letter? What's in your letter? Why can't you get what you want? What's going on in time and space? I'm asking about you. That's what Jesus in The Chosen says. I'm asking about you, not the changing conditions in time and space, not the processes, your awareness of being. Where and when are you? And who are you? Here I am, as Moses answered God. Here I am. When are you? Where are you? Who are you? Here and now is the only reality. So this is powerful. And remember, the paralyzed man is sort of weeping, and he says, I've tried. Yeah, we've tried. We're waiting in time. We're trying different techniques. We're praying and hoping things will change with time. That's why I understand that comment from one of you on the video of Manifesting the Dream House. Because you're waiting in time. You're trying different techniques. You're wondering what did it for them. Maybe that will do it for me. But none of that will do it. All that praying and hoping that things will change in time keeps you creating the idea of everything you desire to be in some future that doesn't exist. Or you're thinking about a past that held you back. Or you're reminiscing about a better days in the past. But that doesn't exist either. It all is right now. You're creating your past, present, and future in this moment. Jesus, your I am awareness of being, your I am responds to I've tried. For a long time, I know. For a long time, right? Waiting in time. And you don't want false hope again, I understand. That false hope, remember, waiting in time creates false hope. Seeing what other people are doing with their processes in scripting creates false hope. Right? You create false hope believing if you persist long enough, if you read that letter long enough, and praying in processes, your reality will change. Do you see? It just keeps you waiting. If I just persist long enough, it will change. Remember, persisting is not about length of time. It's about deciding and making a choice to be that identity and reality no matter what. That's what persisting is. You don't persist in time. You persist in the awareness of already being that which you desire to be. That's powerful. And remember, persisting in time does nothing. It means nothing. Persisting in time, and even in processes, means nothing, it does nothing. Persist in your awareness of already being that which you desire to be. Jesus says to him, but this pool, it does nothing for you. It means nothing. Persisting in time means nothing. It does nothing for you, right? You don't need this pool. You only need me. Your I am awareness declares it. You don't need this pool. You only need me. You only need your awareness and consciousness of already being that which you desire to be. You only need the consciousness and awareness of already being whole, healed, complete, and fulfilled. That's powerful. So, but you say, the question comes up, okay, Tom, but then why, after imagining and assuming my desires are already fulfilled, do they not appear instantly? If everything's all at once, how come things don't appear instantly? Because even the idea of instant or immediate or fast manifestations is a concession to the linear experience. Do you see? It's how you experience yourself as source, as all that is. It's just a concession to the experience of it. You're already all of it, but how do you know? You experience it. It's simultaneous, it's now, it's awareness. It's not even instant. It's all now. So even the idea of instant or fast, which we use a lot of those words in our titles and our videos, is even a concession to that. Time and space is how you experience now, is how you experience awareness, is how you experience all that is. Do you see? It's just an experience. I am is whole, it's healed, it's complete, it's fulfilled here and now. I am is the process and the prayer. It's the absolute and complete faith and conviction of a mustard seed. That's what this guy, this conversation I had with him, that's now in his dream life, right? The friends he wanted, the job that he, the prospects that he wanted, right? The house the dream house that he wanted is all there. Right? It's I am is the process. It is the prayer. It's a process of prayer and movement within you. It's not out there. It's like the woman in Scripture, and even in the show The Chosen, they did a scene on that. The one that was sick for 12 years. 12 years, a long time of feeling non-fulfilled, feeling broken, feeling sick, right? And then she simply touches the robe, the garment of Jesus. But remember, it wasn't a prayer for something out there. She said to herself, it's even clear in Scripture, she said to herself, if I can only touch that garment, if I can only touch that awareness of already being and having those things that I want to be and have, of already being that person I want to be, right? That's what the faith of a mustard seed is. It's complete, it's absolute. It's not a small amount. It's an absolute complete conviction that I am who I desire to be no matter what. That's powerful. Right? You're sealed in the conviction. As Neville Goddard said, you're sealed in the conviction of being a mustard seed. And you will grow into a mustard plant or a mustard tree no matter what, because you're sealed in that conviction. It's not in time and space or out there. It's a process of prayer or movement within you. So that's powerful. In Matthew 9:21, it talks about the woman that was sick and suffering for years, in time and space, right? She was healed in the instant she touched her awareness and consciousness of already being healed, whole, complete, and fulfilled. It even says in Scripture, she said to herself. It was an inner movement, an inner declaration, an inner recognition of that awareness. If only I may touch his garment, I shall be made well. Remember, Jesus in the garment representing your I am awareness, your consciousness, touching the awareness of already being that. That's why Jesus says your faith has made you well. Your conviction of already being that which you desire to be, touching that awareness of already being it, has made you whole and complete. I am awareness and consciousness of already being that which you desire to be. Right? Remember that it was said that she pushed through the crowd of doubt, fear, and manifested conditions. She was pushing through the crowd to reach Jesus and touch his garment. But that's you pushing through the crowd of doubtful thoughts and fear and these manifested conditions that seem to be solid and real in time and space, that don't seem to move. She pushed through all that and went to the awareness of already being it. And then in the centurion's servant in 8:8, Lord, I may not be worthy that I am not worthy that you should come under my roof. But only speak a word, only say a word, and my servant will be healed. In other words, just like the woman who was sick for 12 years pushing through the crowd, you're surrounded by all these conditions. You feel you're not worthy of what you want. You feel like the conditions are not changing, right? You're feeling the conditions of it all. But they are changing, and you are healed, and you are whole in that recognition of it. Just say the word. Just speak the word. The heavens are opening up right now. So you can either wait and debate why your manifestations in your new life and that new you seems to take time, or you can just go your way and as you have believed, so it be done for you, as Jesus said, your I am awareness. You can get up, pick up your mat and go, or you can keep debating and waiting. It's your choice, your reality, your source. So, do you want to be healed? Jesus says so. Let's go. Do you want to be healed? See and be aware and conscious of yourself as already healed, whole, complete, and fulfilled. That collapses time. Jesus says, let's go. Get up, pick up your mat, and walk. Right? Every time you assume and declare I am, hear this, you're collapsing time. You're collapsing time and space. It's instant. It's simultaneous. It's reality. That's how to manifest your desires fast, collapsing time. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, TikTok at Be Something Wonderful, anywhere on social media, either at Tom Kearin or Be Something Wonderful, you can find us. And for being part of the membership channel. A week from Sunday, we're going to have another live event on the membership channel where I'm going to answer your questions live on the chat, and also the questions you've been sending to us at info@besomethingwonderful.com. Be sure, if you're a member, to join us Sunday, November 16th, or Saturday, sorry, I keep saying Sunday, because we always have our events on Sunday. Saturday, but I have an announcement. I'm going to send out another announcement on the channel just to remind you. But it's Saturday, November 16th at 9 a.m. Pacific time in the morning, USA. I'm going to come to you live. The next day, on Sunday, we leave for Colombia. We're going to be in Medellin. We're going to be doing videos from Colombia, so stay tuned, guys. A lot more coming, a lot more content. Another video is going to also be queued up on the membership channel. Great to have you guys here. It looks like we're going to get a little rain here before I go scuba diving today, but this is great. With great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Till next time, we'll see you soon.